Hello guys, welcome to this CorelDraw tutorial video for beginners. If you are new here, I am Emma Graphics and I do a lot of CorelDraw tutorials and other programs as well. Do well to subscribe by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future upload. Without any further ado, let's launch our CorelDraw. So guys, when you launch your CorelDraw for the first time, you are going to have something like this. So once you see this area, once you launch your CorelDraw and you see this area, that means you are on the right track. Okay, and the next thing you are going to do, you are going to click on new document. As soon as you click on new document, you are going to give it a file name. Since this is a new document, so we are going to rename the file. So you can call it whichever name you want, but I prefer Emma Graphics for the purpose of this tutorial. So once you are done typing in the name, the file name, so you are going to leave every other thing like this because these are the default size. All right, and we are going to come back to explain each and every one of it. So all you need to do is to click OK, and once you tap on OK, you are going to have something like this. So this is your work area. All right, so once you have this, so we are going to go through each and every one of these features so that you'll be able to understand. But the first thing on this particular top here, this top, if you can see my mouse, this bar is called the title bar, this very first one. So the title bar basically display the title of the open document. As you can see, this is our document and it's open. So remember, we named this document Emma Graphics, so that's why you see Emma Graphics right on top of it. So if you are working with Photoshop, Photoshop is going to display somewhere here, and then with the name, that's the document name close to it. If you are supposing I was working with CorelDraw 2017, it will just display here CorelDraw 2017. All right, so the next bar that we have here, the second one, is called the menu bar. Okay, the area containing pull down options and commands that you are seeing over here. So if you click on any of these files, any of this menu on the menu bar, you are going to have a drop down menu. The drop down menu will now give you options where you can use to do a lot of things. All right, so let's say if you want to open a document, all you need to do, you go to file and you click on open. That's the document that you have already saved. You have it on your system and you want to open it so that you can see. So all you need to do, you click on file, you click on open, and then you go and search for it and it will open. All right, so there are other things like if you want to create a new document entirely, you click on this new and you will be able to have that the previous page that we have to be able to now type in Emma Graphics. That's what you are going to have on your screen. So you'll be able to now type in your document name and then open it. All right, so under this file you can also import, all right, import files, import pictures, images that you want to use to do your work, and you can equally print out stuff. All of these things you will be able to do it with the help of this file. All right, so now let's move on to edit. The edit will help you to either copy a text and paste it somewhere else, or undo what you have already done and perhaps you missed it for whatever reason. So you are going to do that with the help of edit. Or if you want to delete anything that you don't want on your screen, perhaps for whatever reason, you are going to do that with the help of edit. So we also have view, which will enable you to zoom in and zoom out. You have a lot of things that you can do with edits, like simple wireframes, draft, normal, and enhance things. So this will help you to be able to do that. So we have layout as well. Layouts will help you to insert pages. Okay, will help you to rename page as well. Will help you to generally do a page setup and set and page orientation. The page orientation, either to set it to landscape or portrait. So you'll be able to do that with the help of layout. And we also have the object, which will enable you to fit text to part, and also do power clip. If you want to power clip an object, so that we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do that with the help of objects. And all of these things you can only access it through menu bar. All right, So we have effects, we have bitmap, we have text, we have tables, tools, windows, and helps. So all of these things we are going to look into each and every one of them as we progress. All right, so now let's look at the number 3 bar that we have on our screen. So if you look closely, this particular bar, this particular one that I'm pointing to, so you can see this particular bar, this is called standard bar. As you can see, look at my arrow, you can look at the mouse right here. So this bar is called a standard bar. So standard bar basically is a detachable bar that contains something like shortcuts, right, to menu and other commands such as opening, saving, and printing. So everything that everything that we looked at while we were looking at the files, edit, and all of that, you can access them through the standard bar. All right, you can access them because standard bar is more like a shortcut that you can use. For instance, you have a document, for instance, let's say, let's draw something like this. All right, so this is what you have on your screen. You have a rectangle and you want to save this rectangle. Remember, you can only save this rectangle if you access file and you click on save and you have save here. But the standard bar now help you to just be able to save it right over here instead of going into the file, click on file, and then come down to search for where save is. So you can just stay right here and click on save. All right, so that's the help of the standard bar. If you want to print this document, you don't need to go to file, you just stay here and print it, so you'll be able to print your work. If you want to copy this and paste, you can copy, you don't need to go to file. So obviously the standard bar is so important as a graphic designer because it's just giving you a short way for you to perform your job or your duty instead of going through the route of the menu bar and all of that. All right, so that is what the standard bar can do for you. Okay, and the next options, or the next thing we are going to talk about, is the property bar. So when you look at this, there's no property bar here because I want to tell you something. There's no property bar here. So property bar is actually a detachable bar with commands that relates to the active tool or object. All right, so property bar will not display until you have the object active. What do I mean by object? This rectangle is an object. So this rectangle, if this rectangle is not active, the property bar will not be active. All right, now look at me. I'm going to select this property bar. I'm going to select this rectangle, and as soon as I select this rectangle, this place will change, and what you will have there is called the property bar. So look at it now. As you can see, it changes. Everything here changes. Like you can see the mirror. This is mirror horizontally, and this is mirror vertically. All right, and it wasn't there before. All right, let me deselect so that you see that it will disappear. All right, it's no longer there. Why? Because this rectangle is not active. As soon as this rectangle is active, it will come up. So you can only have this property bar once your object is active, right? So you can either resize this, give it a line, increase the outline. So if you want to increase the outline of this rectangle to 10, so you'll be able to do that with the help of this property bar, right? Okay, so there's a lot you can do with the property bar. All right, you can make this rectangle round corner by clicking here. All right, so once you click, and then you will be able to make it a round corner by, once that is active, so you can make it a round corner by using the shape tool. Okay, so these are some of the things. So you can either change the number from a figure from here, and once you change this particular figure, this particular side will be it will apply to one side unless you change the entire 4. You can see this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So if you go ahead and change just one, it only apply to one of these. Okay, so let's do that. Let's change it to let's say 800. So as you can see, it only apply to one side. So supposing I apply this 800 to this one and this one and this one, the whole area will be will change, right? So we will come to that. So let's look at the next one. I'm going to delete this. Okay, and we are quickly going to look at the next bar that we have. Okay, my system is a bit slow, so bear with me, guys. Okay, now we are back. So I'm going to delete this. So the next bar we are going to talk about, or the next thing we are going to talk about, should be the tools box. Let's talk about the tools box. So here is your tools box. Your toolbox is basically contain tools for creating and modifying objects in the drawing. All right, so once whatever you want to draw, whatever you want to create, the tools box will be able to help you to do all that. If you want to modify anything, create anything, the tools box here will be able to help you. And if there's any tools that you are looking for and that you can't find right here, all you need to do is to click on this plus sign. Okay, this plus signs will now bring out an option where you will be able to now look for the tools that you are looking for, and then you add it to it. And once you add it, it will display here, over here. All right, so we'll come to that. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the roller bar. The roller bar is this thing over here. If you can see my mouse, so this is the roller bar. So the roller bar help you to somehow calibrate lines with markers used to determine, like, some size, position of object in the drawing. So as you are working with it, you'll be able to understand. So as you can see, I'm pulling down my ruler. So this is what you can use it to demarcate any environment, so that you want to work on something, you will be able to understand what you are working on. So now we are going to look at like I told you earlier, these are more like the document name. This is the document you are working on. As you can see, you have the blue highlighted. This Emma graphics is highlighted. It's highlighted because that is the active page. So now if you want to add another page to this Emma graphics, all you need to do, you can either click here, you come down here to this small space on rectangle you have here, you just click on it, so you have another page. So we have page 1, we have page 2. Let me do something. So I'm going to give a color to this. So I'm going to give a green color to this. Yeah, it'll be light green. So as you can see, page 1 is white. Now this is page 2, it's green. So you can add multiple pages, as many as you want. Okay, and if you want to delete this page, if you don't want this page, all you need to do, you right click on this page, you have this option, then you click on delete, and it will delete. So if you want to delete the first page, you will just right click on it, you delete. And once you delete this the first page, which is page 1, page 2 will now become page 1. All right, so just look at it now. So once I delete this page, you can see that this second page will now become page 1, so the green one. All right, so now the white area that you are seeing over here, all this white area, it's called drawing window. Okay, this area, all this area is just drawing window. You can't print anything that's on this drawing window. Rather, the thing that you can print is what is on this particular green area, which is called the drawing page. All right, so the drawing page, take note, the drawing page is different from the drawing table. All right, the drawing page is like the rectangular area inside the drawing window. It is the printable area of your work area. All right, so there's nothing that you want to print that you will put outside of this green area. So if you put anything outside of this green area, you won't be able to print out. So whatever that is on this green area will be printed out. All right, so let's move on to, let's actually look at what is on our tools box. So the first thing you have here is pick tool. So pick tools helps to select, position, or transform object. So whenever you are working and you get lost in whichever way, okay, maybe you go into any of these area or menus, and then you get lost or you lost your way, you can always come here and click here to reset, so that you'll be able to start all over or start again. All right, so that's the help of depict tools. So the second one we have shape tools. So shape tools is more like a curve object or text character by manipulating knots. Okay, so it just help you to be able to manipulate knots. For instance, if I draw a rectangle like this, and then if I convert this to curve by right clicking on the object and convert it to curve. So once I now click on this tool, I will be able to, once I click on this shape tools, I will be able to turn this to triangle by either double click on this place. It will now become triangle. All right, I can turn it to triangle. Okay, so I'll just click on it and I will set it in a very or in a triangular form or triangular way as I want. So I tried, that's what I told you. It's just to help you to manipulate the object whichever way you want. Okay, that's the help of shape tools. And under it we have other tools like smooth, smear, twirl, attract, repel, and all of that. So you will get to know them as we progress. So we also have crop tools. We also have eraser, knives, and visual segment deletes. Okay, so the crop tools help you to either expand, okay, objects and all of that. So there's a lot you can do with crop tools. So we have zoom. The third one is called zoom. Zoom will enable you to zoom it and zoom out. Okay, once you click on zoom, you can now use your mouse and then zoom it and zoom out. So that is what the zoom tool can help you do. And we equally have uh freehand tools. So this is our freehand tools. So freehand tools is basically a drawing curve and a straight line segment. So once you click on this freehand tool, you will be able to create some sort of an object, okay, out of it, okay, by clicking on it and then move away. Once you click and move away, you will be able to have an object and ensure that you end where you started it. Once you start somewhere, you have to now take it all the way back to where you started, all right, in order to have a shape or something or whatever you want to create. Okay, that is the help of freehand tools. Under it we have a 2-point line, brazier, pen. Okay, we talked about pen tools earlier. So these pen tools will enable you to crop an object. You can also use it to create a shape. Like I said, always end where you started it. Okay, find a way to end where you started. So we can use these particular pen tools to remove background from picture. You will get to know that as we move along. All right. And we have artistic media tools, which is some sort of brush and spray tools that will enable you to add some effect to your work. So we have rectangle. So, okay, so this is rectangle tools. All you need to do is just click on it and drag. So you have a rectangle. We have a ellipse tool. Ellipse tool is like a circle. So it can help you draw a circle. Okay, so all you need to do, you click on ellipse tool and draw a circle. And we equally have polygon tool. So polygon tools will help you to draw a polygon tool. And under the polygon tool, don't forget there are other tools inside that particular polygon tool. All you need to do, you click under it and search for the ones that you want. If you need star, for instance, all you need to do, you click on it and draw. You have a star. Okay, you have a star like that. And you can actually turn this particular polygon tool into star. All right, all you need to do is to change this. Okay, all you need to do, that's what you need to do, is to change this. Once you change this to number 5, you go to crop tool and you drag, you click on this knot. I told you this thing is called knot. You click on it and drag it in. So once you drag it in, you have something like this, like star. So that's why I said you can use polygon, you can change polygon tools to star. So those are the things that crop tools, every other tools here will help you to do, because it helps you to manipulate objects, all right, whichever way. If you decide to turn this rectangle to star, you can do that with the help of all these crop tools or any other tools that you want. Okay, so the next thing we have here is text tool. All you need to do is to click on it and then start typing Emma Graphics Okay, this is all you need to do. And if you want to change the size of this the select the pick tools which I told you earlier will be able to help you to either increase the size by clicking on this knob or decrease. Then you click in, either you click out, you click and drag it out, or you click and drag it in, so the size will increase. If you want to change the font size, the fonts rather, you can just click here, because as soon as your, like I told you earlier, as soon as your text or object is active, the property bar will always be active. So now our property bar is active, so I want to change the font of this particular image graphic. All I need to do is to click on this font dialog box here, and then I'll change the font to either Tahoma. Okay, so I'll leave it Tahoma. Okay, so now we have the fonts Tahoma. What if you want to give a different color to this? All you need to do, this is your color palette. So this is your color palette. So all you need to do is to click on whichever color that appeal to you. So I choose red. So you have a red. So what if you want to give an outline to this? All you need to do is to come down here, okay, and double click on it. And once you double click on it, you will change this to let's say the outline width should be 3, and then you set whatever you want to set. If you want to give it a different color, you come down here and choose a color. I prefer yellow. Okay, and you click on OK. Once you click on OK, you have an outline. So you can see the outline now is yellow, and the fill color, this red is called fill color, while the yellow one is called an outline color. So you can apply the outline color either through this way. Okay, either you come down here and apply the outline color, or you come down here and apply the fill color. And all of these things, you can get all the color over here as well. And then if you want to remove the outline, don't forget, if you want to remove this particular yellow from this image graphics, all you need to do, you come down to this X and right click on it. Okay, once you right click on it, the yellow outline will be deleted. Okay, let's move on. So now we also have all these other tools, parallel dimension tools, straight line, and all of that. So there's a lot of tools that we are going to look into as we progress. All right, so but what I want you to look at is the contour tools. So these contour tools is pretty much like an outline. Okay, it's help you to add an outline to your text. So I'm going to add an outline. So what we did here, you can also do it using the contour tools, the outline that we added. All you need to do, you click and drag. Okay, you click and drag. So once you click and drag, you have something like this. So we have an outline. So this is the help of contour tool. So contour tool applies series of concentric shape that radiates into or out of an object. So more like an outline. All right, so but it's a little bit different from outline, because if you want to remove this thing completely, you can do that with the help of, if you want this outline to fill all the way, look at what we are going to achieve with the outline. So now I want to show you something. So if you have something like this, now you see that this place we still have green here, we still have green over here. So if you want to remove this green completely, look at this place, you have green here, we have green here as well. So if you want to remove the green so that the blue that you've seen will cover everywhere, all you need to do is to break this contour apart. How do you intend to do that? You right click on it and you see break contour apart. You break it apart, and once you break the contour apart, all you need to do, you click on this, and then you click and cover the green one. And once you click and cover the green one, you right click on it again and click delete. Okay, once you delete it, you can see that the green is no longer there. And you can do that to this one as well. All you need to do, you right click on it after you might have selected, click and drag and cover the whole green. then you right click on it, and you click on delete. So we can actually do the same thing to this as well. You right click on it and click on delete. Okay, now you can see that the outline was a little bit different. What we do here with the contour tools. Okay, so this is pretty much what the contour tools will be able to help you to do. All right, but the under this particular contour tools, we have shape, we have shadow tools rather. We have shadow tools, we equally have block tools. Let me type another text. Okay, so now if you want to apply shadow to this Emma graphics, I'm going to change the font. If you want to apply shadow to this, I'm going to change the font color as well. Okay, so if you want to apply shadow to this, all you need to do, you come to this contour and then click on this little black knot there. Once you click on it, you have a drop down menu, then you see a shadow tool. All you need to do, you click on the shadow tools, then you click and drag all the way down and drag to your desirable desired point and leave it. So once you leave, if you look closely, you can see there is some sort of shadow. Okay, right? Okay, you can see that there's shadow here. Before there wasn't shadow, but now we have a shadow. And if you want to know whether there is enough shadow or there's shadow here at all you need to do, you press Ctrl K on your keyboard. The Ctrl K will now break the shadow apart from the text, the normal text. So you can see that this normal text is now separated from the shadow. So this is the shadow and this is the normal text. Remember, I said Ctrl K will help you to break the shadow apart from the text. All right, so that is how you break text apart. And you can also use block. You can also use this block shadow. So we have block shadow. Okay, this block shadow, you can also apply. They also help you to make your work look neat. All right, so you can see that this is called block shadow. So that is the job of block shadow. As you can see, if you look at this, you have a shadow, but here it's some sort of dark kind of a thing, and you can change the color of this block shadow. As soon as the block shadow is selected, all you need to do, you come here and change the color. If you want the color to be blue, you want it to be blue, okay, you just change the color to blue. Okay, that's all you need to do. You can see that our block shadow is blue, while the normal text, which is the fill color, is orange. All right, so the next tools that we are going to talk about is the transparency tool. All right, let me use this as an example and give it a blue color. So now transparency tool will it will make you, it actually means to reveal, partially reveal an image or hide an image. Okay, so now if I want this image to look a little bit reveal but not too revealing, all I need to do is to click on this transparency tool and then come here and play around with this opacity. All right, so you can either take it up or take it down. As you can see, it's looking like as if it's not showing, but it's showing, right? So if I leave it like this, for instance, you can see that it's revealing. It's revealing, but not very much. So this is what they use sometimes for, let's say, they use it for basically a lot of things. If you want to fence a picture into a document in a background, you want the background to look like not revealing that much, to you fence a picture into that. So this transparency tool will help you or enables you to do that. All right, so you will be able to do that. And we equally have the next one we have here. We have interactive fill tools. So interactive fill tools will enable you to apply different color or one or two color to this particular text. If you want to apply, let's say, yellow, blue and black or whatever color to this, all you need to do, you click on this particular interactive fill tools and then you come here and then you change this particular color to something different from the first one. Okay, I have green here, but here I'm going to have blue. All I need to do is to click here and click on this place and then change this to blue, for instance. Okay, then if I want to put yellow in the middle of them, or the middle of the two colors, which is the green and the blue one, then you want to put or include yellow, all you need to do, double click on this line, then you have something like this. So you click on this node, so you now have this option, color option or palette. All you need to do is to change and give it a color, whichever color that you want. Okay, as you can see, it's very easy. Then you can now arrange it the way you want. Okay, that is the job of transparency tool. All right, don't always forget that when you are lost in wherever you are and then you want to reset, you want to go back, always come to pick your pick tool to be able to help you to start all over. So now, what if I want to pick a color? If I want to pick a color, you know, there's sometimes you work and then you don't have time to go to the color palette, or you don't even have the color that you want, you are seeing right on your screen. So you want to pick a color somewhere. This eyedropper or color eyedropper tools will be able to help you to pick a color from anywhere and come and use it in your document. So all you need to do, you click on the color palette, color eyedropper tools, and then you go and pick up a color. Let me zoom out. So if I want to pick this green color, okay, and add it to this orange, I want to change this orange to green. So instead of me to go and be trying to search a color, all you need to do, you click here and then you click on this color, then you have this option. So you bring it here and click here, so you have this particular one changed to green. So I think that is what we have under the tools box. So remember that this particular tools box still have a lot of other tools that is hidden under this place. So if you are looking for any tools and you can't find it, just click here, and once you click here, you have all the tools here. So you can now add the tools so that you'll be able to use. All right, so I'm going to delete it. In order for you to delete something, all you need to do, you click and press delete from your keyboard. Once you select the items you want to delete, press delete on keyboard. But if you want to delete the entire thing, you can either click on this pick tools and then click and drag and cover the entire area that you want to delete, and then you click on delete. Either you click on delete or you right click on it, then you see delete, you delete. Okay, so that is what you have. Okay, in order for us to actually make sense of what we have learned, let us actually design a little, let's design something so that we'll be able to understand what we learn. All right, so there's the design I have here. Okay, I designed this for a client, so I'm going to bring it to our page. We are going to do is more like use it for some sort of tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, we have a logo here, we have Mind Smart and all of that. So we won't copy everything here. I'm just going to show you how to come up with something like this. All you need to do, we need to get a logo, and it's not necessarily that we have this logo. We are going to create our own logo. But first of all, you come to your rectangle tool. In order for us to get the size of this, you click and drag and have something similar to that size. All right, so you can give it a color. It is blue, you can give it a color blue. All right, you can give it a color. You can increase the outline color to 1.5. all right, I told you, once the object is selected, the property bar will be active. Under the property bar, you see outline tool, so you click on it. So we are going to create a logo. In order for you to create a logo, I don't know what I should create, but let's just do whatever we can. So not much. Okay, so we are going to have something like this. So you come to your ellipse tool and take your ellipse tool, and then you go back to your ellipse tool again and take it like this, guys. take your ellipse tool like that. Then once you have these two like this, you select both of them. Once you select both of them, like I told you earlier, your property bar will be selected, will be active. So under this your property bar, click on trim. Look, just look for trim and then click on trim. Once you click on trim, you have to come and delete this by right clicking on this particular one and delete this one. So you have something like this. So once you have something like this, you double click on the object. You have this rotation arrow. Okay, once you have this rotation arrow, you can now rotate it somewhere like this, something like this. Okay. So once you have something like this, guys, all you need to do is go back to your ellipse tool again and draw something like this. So this is, it's just something I decided to come up with. So it's not like it means something. It doesn't really mean anything. Okay, I just decided to come up with it. So once you draw a circle like this, all you need to do, you copy this one and paste it to the other side. So all you need to do, you click and press down Control key, so you have something like this. So once you have it highlighted this way, quickly right click on it and release your hand from the mouse, so you have a duplicate. So once you have a duplicate like this, we can increase this a little bit more. All right, you can increase it a little bit more and leave it somewhere like this. Okay, so once you have something like this, all we need to do is select both of them, then we group. All right, once we group them, I told you that this will enable you to apply 2 or more color to your design. So all we need to do, we click on it because I want to apply more color to, like 2 color to this logo. So I'm going to give this some sort of, let me use blue because we decide to use blue. Then I will use yellow somewhere here, because I prefer the yellow to be up and the blue to be down. Okay, so we are going to have something like this, guys. So once you have something like this, we are going to come here. I told you this is where you remove the outline. As you can see, the outline is black, the fill color here is yellow, the outline is black. So how do you remove the outline? You come here and right click on it, so the outline is off. So we have something like this. This is more like a logo that we are going to use. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. We are doing it for the purpose of this tutorial. Okay, it's not for anybody. It's not for any company at all. So it's just a logo. All right, so we can now type the name of our company. It will be, I don't know why I decided to use Emma Graphics all the way. Emma Graphics as the company name. So if you want to use the same fonts, I think the fonts they use here, or I used rather, I think this was Captain Book. So we can actually use Captain Book here. It doesn't really matter. So all we need to do is to have something similar to what they have over there. All right, so you click on it, you choose, let's use Taoma, but Captain Book is just right there anyways. So this is Captain Book, so we are going to use Captain Book. That's what I wanted to use. So if you want to change this thing to capital letters, all you need to do is select. You want to change the name. As you can see, this Mind Smart is on capital letter. All you need to do is select all of them, right click on it, you have change case. So once you see this change case, you have these other options that say sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, title case, double case, right? All we need to do is to use uppercase. Uppercase will give us capital letter. All right, so we are now going to apply 2 color to this, like I said earlier. So we are going to use, I think I used blue before, so we use yellow on top of it. Okay, then you can either, like I told you, once your text is selected, the property bar will be active. Under the property bar, you see something like elliptical fountain tool. So click on this particular one, so you have something like this, guys. This is what you have. You can now come and play with it and arrange it, not in a particular way, but just to give you the idea. Okay, something like that. So you can just keep it there. close to the logo. Okay, so once you have something like this, you can now, okay, the merchant, you can now type the merchant, the merchant, merchandise. Okay, now you have your merchandise. You can bring your merchandise somewhere here, and once you have this merchandise, you can leave it. I think this font is just fine. So all we need to do, you come to your rectangle tools so that we can give this rectangle black. Okay, once the rectangle is black, you can, in order for you to send, as you can see when you looked at this, you can see that the text that we have before is hidden under this rectangle that we have now. So all you need to do, you press Control push down, Control push down from your keyboard. When you look, if you use a normal HP keyboard, you see Control, then you on the right hand side you see PGDN. Okay, that's what you are going to press, PGDN on your keyboard. Continue to press until you have it down. Okay, once you have it down, we are not seeing it because the text is black. Let's assume this is the text. So before, if the text, I'm going to bring everything up. So now let's say this thing was inside this one up. Okay. Let's say if this was up like this, without the Control push down, you won't be able to see the merchandise. So you have to use Control push down so that the merchandise will come up, and the rectangle, black rectangle, will come like that. So I think the color is just fine like this, so we can leave it like this. So we can now type whatever we have here. So I'm just going to copy and paste because there's no need to type. So all you need to do, I believe you know how to type, so you click here and then you start typing. So you just type your text and drop it somewhere here. So if you want to change the color, like I told you, you can give this a orange color. Yeah, orange color. Let's say this color. Yeah, this color is fine. So I think this is okay. All right. So the next thing we are going to do, just the way you do, you type the rest. Just type this and then leave it somewhere here. Leave it somewhere here. All right. So now I'm going to show you something. If you have something like this and then you want to copy the color that you have up here to this one, to this color, this particular rectangle that you have here, if you want to apply the same color that you have on this particular Emma graphics, all you need to do, you right click on it, you drag it all the way, and once you get to it, you release your hand, so these options will come up. So all you need to do, because we need the fill color is what we need, so all you need to do, click on copy fill. So once you click on copy fill, you have something like this, guys. All right, so this is what you will have. It's making sense, isn't it? So the next thing we are going to do is to draw a box. Draw a box like this, and then you can come here and click on this dash over here and bring it here. So once you click and bring your dash here, you can now increase the size of it. Increase the size. You can also use this to create your line. You can use this to create these freehand tools to create your line, or any of these. These are things you use to create a line, but I choose to get it here because I have it in there already. So all you need to do, okay, can increase it, decrease it. All right. So so you copy it and paste it and change the position of it to 90. Okay, 90 will make it vertical. Okay, once you have it vertically, all you need to do is to bring it to this place. Take it up and take this one down. So we are going to separate this. So one will be here and another one will be here, so that we'll be able to put day and month, and the year. The year will be here. All right, so this is what you are going to have, guys. So once you have something like this, so we can reduce it and put it in the box. So the year can be here, okay, and then the month can be here and the day can be here. Select the three and make sure they are aligned by clicking Ctrl B to make them to align together, three of them. Okay, so you have something like this. All right, I believe that's what they have here. Okay, yeah, so you can equally create the build tool. You can say build tool, you type a build to whoever that they will give the build to. So you can bold it and leave it somewhere there. So maybe they will now put the name of the person here. You can put the name of the person, of the individual, and the telephone number. Okay, the telephone number as well. All right. Okay, email, you want email, whatever, and unbold this too. You have something like that. So like I said, if you want to, you can also use this line just to demarcate where the names are supposed to be. All right, so you need what I'm doing is just to copy and paste. Remember, you can go to file if you want to copy, edit and copy, and then paste is just right there. That's if you don't want to right click and do it, because right click is where you can also get it. Once you right click on the object, you can copy, and you right click again, you can paste. So that's how you paste. So all you need to do, rearrange it, make it come close, and leave it like this. Ensure that you always arrange your work. Okay, so you have something like that. Okay, so the next thing we are going to have is to basically, you can bring this down and delete this, or if you don't want to delete, you can leave it the way it is. All we need to do is to expand this. All right, expand this and bring it all the way down. All right, okay, okay, I think we are making progress. So I don't really need this right up. All I need to do is to delete it, but this is what I need. Okay, so you can change the color to whatever that please you. You've been using blue all this while, so you can use blue, the darker one. So yeah, so you can now give it a line. This will be for this, and this can shift to this other side. All you need to do, you click and drag. That's what I'm doing. You click and drag the line to any place you want to drag it to, and then you press Ctrl page up to bring the line up. Okay, control page up, the line will come up, and this can go all the way to the top. So you are going to have something like this. Okay, this is just I'm not taking my time to do it. I'm just showing you how that can be created. Okay, so you can take your time and create it and set it the way you want to set it. All right, so now we can now type something here. This should be, let's say, let me give a white color so that we can see. This should be the number S stroke N serial number. Okay, this should be the description. Okay, this should be the goods description. Description of the goods, and bring it to the center. You can tell, you can see maybe this should be the unit price. This is the unit price. Let's say unit price. And then we have total should be here. We have the total. I hope you have an idea of what we're trying to create. So if you have been able to watch up to this point, I will ask that you all plead with you to subscribe and click the like button, subscribe to my channel. We are learning. If there is anything or any question, if you have any question regarding what we are doing, don't hesitate to drop it under the comment section. So we can equally draw something like this. All we need to do is just to bring this here. So I guess you know how to draw things or stuff like that. So we just did. So so that is the amount. So this is the amount. We can put the amounts here. So I don't need to type all that anymore. So all I need to do is to give you the amount, and yeah, just thank the customer. Just bring this one down. Okay, to thank the customer. Okay, can thank the customer. Can thank the customer. All right, so basically that's how it works. So you can now bring this down there and bring this all the way, so we don't need to type this afresh. So we can just bring this down here. I show you that we have already know how to type, so you just type your subtotal, type sale tax and all of that. So I think that will be the end of this video. We will end it here. So I would like you to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. If you have any question, do not forget to drop it under the comment section. So this is what we were able to create. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.